It's all love. Had to drag my feet out through the mud, trying to knock me off, but I won't budge. And that's welcome to Two Brothers. That's that. I wanted to play a little bit of that Snake the Great right quick. So I want to play a little bit of Snake the Great right quick. This is exclusive music now. This ain't came out yet.
Yeah.
Shoulder shrug, everything looking up now. I can't go back down. Everything looking up now. I can't go back down. On top, I shall remain. Came from nothing, now I'm having things. Nothing changed. 28 grams on the chain. Show me love or show me hate. I'm the great, never fake. Elevate, sky ain't the limit. No gimmicks. Okay. I'm a chemist. Turn one in the fire. Them boys mad. I'm still alive. Nigga Jack, yeah we back. Never slack. Counting stacks to the ceiling. With lames, I had no dealers. Cross me, I had no feelings. Always on the up and up. $1 million plus. What I'm chasing. Young Neo, this ain't the Matrix. Dripping like a fool, extra wavy. Eyes low, stupid hazy. 100 hoes. Going crazy, money long, so I'm hey y'all, welcome to Two Brothers.
We back at it.
I'm your co-host Troy Smith.
Yes, sir.
We got the Podfather, Trevor Jackson.
What's good, my brother?
And y'all, we got a lot going on today because good thing is happening. Mm-hmm. What's happening is this: we got a special guest coming on today. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. TreNubb.
Yes, sir.
On a little bit. So when he get ready to come in here, we'll bring him in. But what's up, Mama? What's going on with you? Look, guess what, Trail?
What's good, Troy?
We started on time.
Exactly on time.
Where the heck is everybody at? They're talking about where y'all at?
Oh, they coming. You know, they up early. They probably got their Scooby snacks. Just got to eating their Scooby snacks. Watching cartoons, getting the kids ready or whatever. You know what I'm talking
about. That's true. That's true because that's exactly what's going on. We wanted to make it like when you used to be when you wake up in the morning to go look at cartoons.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's what we wanted to make it like. And I think we're doing it.
That's right.
It's a lot going on today. We got a lot to discover and cover.
Whew. We do.
We're not Trail.
Oh man, we do. We gotta talk about Cube. We gotta talk about Diddy.
Yeah.
What Diddy was talking about. He's starting his own party.
Oh yeah, he did.
Yeah. We got a lot going on, my brother. We got a TreNubb guest.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
One of Mr. Motivational Mondays. I don't know if y'all follow him on Instagram. A lot of people do, because what's crazy is that when you first, this is how I first seen him. We'll save it for later when TreNubb come up.
Yeah.
But so until he get ready to come on, let's go ahead and start, man. We got a lot to unpack.
Yeah.
This morning.
Yeah. So we might as well kick it off with the educational situation that's going on in the world today, man.
Right. We'll kick it off with that. So let's go do it. With people waiting on it, let's go do it. And don't need to hesitate. Look, dude, it's so much that happens. It's so much that happens, Trevor. It's kind of hard to keep up.
Yeah, it was kind of fast yesterday too, because I was following Trump on the what's the plane called again? I forgot the name of the plane the president ride in.
Oh, the Air Force One.
Air Force One was all over the South.
He said, "What's the plane again?"
Air Force One was all over the South yesterday, wasn't it?
Was it?
Yeah.
Was it? I didn't know that.
Yeah, he was all in Georgia, Florida, Carolina, talking crazy yesterday, but that's another thing. That's my opinion. He was talking crazy, but he might not have been talking crazy. Some people could have been understanding what he was talking about.
Trevor, did he get the corona or did he not?
I don't want to get back into the conspiracy theories, but Trump didn't have no coronavirus.
You don't think he looked like he was struggling when he was on top of the banister when he, the balcony when he walked out, took the mask off. He like he couldn't breathe.
Yeah. He had it for a day, probably. He probably got it. For they got the med. Yeah, they got the medicines for the president. They probably got top quality. They shot him with something.
Shot him with some bleach. He got some bleach on him or something.
Yeah. They got them together.
Well, the thing is, a lot that's happening. So let's go on and get to the part of what would you like to start at first? And if you're on here too, I would like, let us know what discussion you like to have, because we got so many of them. We got a full notepad full of things. But then again, we want to make sure the people get to hear what they want to hear too. So let us know if you can hear us good. Let us know if you hear us good. Let us know if you don't hear us. Thank you. She said she sees us good and hear us good too. So we've been going through different things to make sure we got the right broadcast and stuff going on. So that's important.
I think we're good to go today, family. If we ain't good to go, then I don't know what we got to do now.
Yeah, we only can do so much, man. But go ahead though. Let's start it off with what you got going, man. What we got?
What I got going for my educational topic of the day, I was wondering, why do us as African American people call each other kings and queens? And I'm glad I kept that topic away from you so I could see how your reaction would be to that. Like, why do we call each other kings and queens? Isn't that a European type of thing?
I would think it's. I don't think so.
So
because culturally, when they talk about the tribal stuff, but then you got a chief though, so you got tribal chiefs and all that. So I guess it's just a point of leadership. But I get you talking about the European influence
on the kings and queen thing. I don't know what royalty is called in Africa.
Now, of course, Africa is a continent.
Yeah.
So we gotta make sure we make that clear.
That's fact.
But because people always, the piggyback on top of that, people always discussing about Egypt. They always go back to kings and queens. We were kings and queens.
Yeah.
And then they mention typically in Egypt. Egypt was pharaohs. But Egypt was way up north. I mean, you got a whole continent of different countries and tribes and everything like that. So that's a good point. Why do we? And then the people that all the time king and queen, they disrespect you at the same time too.
That's a fact. That's a fact. And it's more heavily promoted. I thought it was more of a European thing, and we are not Europeans. I want to know, what is royalty called in the African continent? What is royalty? That's just a question of mine. The thought process of mine.
I think it would be the same of leadership in general. But like you said, Pharaoh. Why people don't say Pharaoh, huh? What's up, young Pharaoh?
Yeah. And you
know what? They said chief. People used to say chief. What's up, chief? They say all the time, but that's more of a slang thing, though.
That's more of an Indian thing. That's not an African thing, neither, is it? What is royalty? That's a good question. What is royalty?
Tell me you got some research on it.
I researched it, but I couldn't find nothing.
Well, we got Jimmy Jim. She is our owner. She's on top of it, so she's gonna research it look it up and let us know. Appreciate that. Yeah. Jimmy, let us know. Appreciate everyone showing up too. The people that's showing up and all that. Our consistent folks are showing up. You know what's been good too, dude?
What's that?
People have been going to go listen to the audio version, which is what we want to make sure is definitely on point. And we begin some playbacks on that. So I'm glad people doing that. I appreciate y'all sharing, going to listen to it while you're out on your way to work or whatever you're doing. I appreciate that. But that's a good question, though, Trail.
Yeah, why do people? That was just a question of mine, a thought process I had. I was like, why do we call ourselves kings and queens? That's not. I don't know what, like, is it kings and, because we don't call ourselves kings and queens over here. That's just like, it's president. There isn't no royalty in America.
But I guess we're looking at the fact of making sure that you look at yourself as royalty, then, my brother.
That's a fact, then, fam. That's a fact.
I mean, that's a good question. I never thought about the fact that is it just European influence or not?
That's your boy. I wanted to learn something from that.
Yeah. Well, we're gonna find out. We're gonna get some of that answer though. Let me ask you a question.
What's happening, fam?
Do you believe and we don't always want to make it racial content, racial related, but do you believe as black people or black men and women start to make some money, they start understanding, getting revelation on a lot of different things, they start to forget, or maybe they become more bolder on certain situations. They say certain things because now you got money, got a little bit more prestige or some type of power influence where you could tell people like, hey, you need to do this, you need to do that, but then forget that the struggles and hurdles you had to go through to get there. People oftentimes forget that.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. That's a true statement.
Because you walk around like, you know, I can speak from my own personal experience. I know the more money I've made at times, I have forgot that, you know, some things that, you know, so you try to tell someone what they should do, what they should be doing, how they can do something like it wasn't a struggle to get there. I say that because of, let's go to the Diddy, we're talking about, you know, the Black Party. You know, we've been hearing that for a long time. You know, that's something that's been stated over time. And David Banner had a great video discussing. Matter of fact, your boy Nino sent to me about how we've been talking about the same things over and over and over. Black Party, start a Black Party, start a Black Party of that. And then sometimes the people that's actually trying to lead it are people that's already of influence, so they say certain things and do certain things and forget. Yeah. What they had to do to get there. It wasn't an easy road. You just can't forget. Like, and sometimes that's what the old folk would say. Don't forget you still black. Yeah.
Makes sense. Yeah. It makes plenty of sense. I feel like when you get more money, you get more confident in your word of speaking, but you'll never forget the struggle. If you really had to struggle, you'll never forget that struggle. So like people like Diddy and Diddy I don't know if Diddy really gives back, because all of his artists, when I think about the people who's been up under Diddy as an artist, they I don't see none of them successful after they deal with him.
Yeah, you know, but because, you know, do you ever notice that people always complain though? Diddy or P or someone, this is a whole different piece of subject. People often complain that they did not, so took money from them. Diddy took all my masters, you know, Diddy did this or Diddy did that. And then he didn't give me all my money, but they forgot that Diddy wanted to put them on though.
And at the end of the day, you signed the contract.
Yeah, you signed a contract. And then they say, well, you knew that contract was terrible. This is business.
You knew it when you signed that contract. Now, when you signed the contract, after you signed it, I can't help you. I did my best for you.
I did what I needed to do. I'm not supposed to tell you, hey, I mean, I'm not trying to say jip nobody. I'm not trying to say it. I'm just saying that why is it always an issue afterwards?
Because they made a bad decision up front. That's what it is. They made a bad decision, and they got to have somebody to blame because they don't want to blame themselves. A lot of people don't want to take responsibility for their actions and the decisions in life, and they have to blame somebody else. But once you sign that contract, you put it down. Okay, we can say that in marriage. When you sign the contract in marriage, you can't blame the woman after you done signed the contract.
Oh, that's a whole nother conversation. We talked about that last night. We were at some friend's house. Yeah. I believe that everybody has a part to play in certain situations. Everybody has two sides of every story, then it's the truth. And we were going back and forth, my wife and I, and another couple weeks with. And of course, the guys can see both sides, but then women didn't see the other side. I was saying that no, that person still made the decision on their own. Yeah. But yeah, that person made the decision on their own. They got to live with it. However, the reason that he or she decided to do something was a couple of different cause and effects. Yeah. So I think everybody has a part to play in someone stepping out, somebody spending money, doing too much. I mean, everybody has a part to play in it. The reason that I did this is because you did that. That's a cause and effect. That's a fact. That's a fact. But you still have a responsibility on your own because you made a decision. Yeah. And you agreed to this in the contract. Yeah, you agreed to the contract. You was all good. You know, you was all good with the whole idea of doing certain things. So you can't trip about it. Hey, TreNubb, we see you. We're gonna bring you on here in a minute. There he is. Hey, so but we're gonna get back to the education thing on top of that here in a bit. But we want to bring in TreNubb, which I'm looking forward to talk to him about it because I seen some things. I seen TreNubb's video, and we're gonna bring him in here right quick. Let's bring him on there, fam. There he is, TreNubb. Throw it up, baby. What's good, my brother?
What's going down? What's going down?
Just chilling.
Well, man, we glad you hopped on with us, man, early in the morning. Were you in Texas?
Yeah, I'm in Texas.
So it's still central time there?
Yeah, 10:16.
Okay, cool, man. It's cool, man. Look, so what people may not understand or may not see when we had him on the picture, they might not know that he has no arm, no hands. There's no hands there at all.
My nub's ashy too. Hold up.
But people may not understand that this guy really has no hands, man. But he's doing a whole lot of different things, a whole lot of things that people that have the capability complain about. He's actually doing. So welcome, man.
Appreciate you for having me, man. For real.
Yes, sir.
For real.
Trevor. So I remember seeing TreNubb video not too long ago. See, you want to make sure you don't laugh, right? Because you don't want to feel bad.
Nah, hey, when I first seen TreNubb, I was like, man, this man is capable of doing anything. He ain't got no excuses. He hit the half court shot. You know what I'm saying?
that was CGI though, wasn't it?
What?
Nah, that was real.
That was real.
Oh, that shot went in.
I really do that.
I seen him Salt Bay State. He was Salt Bay in the state.
Yeah. Did he do a little clap? That's my little thing when he did a little clap thing.
Yeah, man. Look, everything I do, man, be real. Like none of that fake, none of that Photoshop, none of that, man. So everything I do is all me.
Right. So the thing, when I seen TreNubb's video, somebody sent it to me and they said that how you get thrown out of heaven when you ask God to use your nubs for wings or something. And I was like, first off, I started laughing, but then since you laughed too, and the purpose was for to make people laugh, man, I said, okay, it's cool.
The type of person I am, man, is I honestly, if you the type of person that feels sorry for me or got some type of sympathy when you see me, like, no disrespect, honestly, you keep your distance. You know what I'm saying? I don't rock with that, man. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't have sympathy for myself. And I definitely don't want nobody having that for me. So when I do my videos, man, most of the time, not even most of the time, 100% of the time, man, I'm trying to make somebody's day. You know what I'm saying? So it ain't no telling what people going through at that moment. Ain't no telling, you know what I'm saying? Anything could be happening. So I could be like, man, my little video, just me posting this little minute video can, you know, kind of bring the sun out a little bit in somebody's life, you know, and that's a good feeling for me. So, man, I don't feel sorry about nothing I do because everything I do, I've grown to learn to do it. And, you know what I'm saying? There's no excuse like I shown. But honestly and truthfully, man, I don't, it's not no, oh, you shouldn't laugh when you see, I want you to laugh when you see my videos. Because if that's the case, then it ain't funny enough then, you know, or I'm not working hard enough in my eyes. So I don't want to give off the perception of anybody having to feel sorry for me or feeling like, oh, he can't do this, because I guarantee you, I'm not cocky, Eric. I'm a very humble person, but I guarantee you I can do more than any average human can do. Yeah, effortlessly. You know what I'm saying? So
where'd it come from though, man?
What you talking about as far as what?
First of all, I seen your video when you talking about your mom, your family.
Oh yeah, man.
They didn't do something to make you feel like, oh, you handicapped. So let me tell you something too. Handicapped folk at times can be the most gangsters folks. They talk bad to you. You follow? Because they like, don't hold the door for me. I'm like, hey, I'm just holding the door for you, bro. I mean, you want to go in?
Look, my thing is, for one, I mean, I definitely give all the credit to my family and my close friends because they didn't take no pity on me growing up. Everything. I got two brothers too, you know, and I had an older sister. She passed away 2 years ago. But I had a younger brother and an older brother, and all the chores and everything they had to do, my parents made me do too. So when they was out there cutting the grass, I was out there too. And I ain't talking about no riding mode. We didn't get riding modes till I was older. We pushed on it, you know what I'm saying? And we got to shovel rocks and all that other stuff out there. Like, I was doing that too. You know what I'm saying? To make some money. My daddy was like, if you want to make some money, that's how it is. Because my parents always taught me, don't nobody in this world owe you nothing, you know? And at the end of the day, you already got strikes against you. You know what I'm saying? Honestly and truthfully, I'm going to give it to you like they gave me at an early age, 6, 7. 1, I got a strike against me because I'm a black man in this world. 2, I got another strike because I'm a disabled black man in this world. You know what I'm saying? So the odds is already kind of stacked against me from birth. So she like, you got to get out here. You got to do it. You know, show people that you capable of it because they're not gonna baby you.
So you the mentality I had. Middle child though. So you got the middle child syndrome, possibly.
Middle child.
The nubs.
Yep.
So let me ask you this. TreNubb though. I looked at your logo.
Yes, sir.
You got 3 nubs and so it's Tre, 3 nubs, and you got the nub, or is it your name really Tre?
My real name is Tre.
Okay.
You know? But the nub came from because I got nubs, but nub stands for never underestimate before belief.
You know what
I'm saying? Yeah, it don't just mean nub. Because I got a lot of people all the time. They be like, what's your name? And I'll be like, Nub. I'm not calling you Nub. You know? But it's not disrespectful. And that's what I be trying to get people to understand. It's not disrespectful when you call me what I ask you to call me, but it's a meaning behind it. And not only is it a meaning behind it, I'm showing you, you know? I'm not out here doubting myself or just feeling sorry for myself before encourage myself or put myself on the highest pedestal. Never underestimate before believe, you know?
Oh
Yeah.
man, it's a brand too, because I seen the
Yeah.
clothing line you're
Oh yeah,
working
this
on.
this the shirt right here, the Halloween edition. You know, then they got the back out. Wait, got all this hair. Yeah, man, I do all that, man.
Out the way.
Yeah, I
Wow.
gotta get the hair out the way.
The hat's hard too. That hat, I seen the hats. The hat's hard. We're gonna have to cop some of that Troy
Yeah,
now.
yeah, man. Look, I just picked up the order for them. I literally got 2 left. I gotta put it in another order. They be going quick, man.
Yeah,
I appreciate the support for real.
Dude, no, it's all of who won't support the guy? Come on, man.
I appreciate it.
Every day, look, so Mr. Motivation, what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What inspired you to do that though? Like, what inspired you to make the Motivational Monday segments you be doing?
Honestly and truthfully, man, I've been getting people like literally my whole life is like, yo, your calling is to speak to people. But me personally, I'm like, man, I'm not in the right place, you know, to be able to speak to people and to be able to try to get, you know what I'm saying, to motivate people. And I just felt like I had a lot of growing up to do at that time. And just over time, you know, and really honestly, it's just really when this pandemic kind of started, it kind of set me down because I be doing a lot of moving all the time. And the pandemic kind of just set me down, and I really kind of just got an insight of really what's important. And it is my calling to be able to motivate and inspire and make people's day. And you know what I'm saying? So it was just like, I can show you stuff I can do all the time, and it's gonna be amazing. And yeah, I probably spoke to my manager G, but he fusses at me all the time. He like, bro, you got to give him the other side of it too. Because me personally, I don't see myself as no condition, no situation. I honestly forget. I just go through life. People will stare at me when I pull my wallet out of my pocket at the store.
Hold on.
Look up.
You pull the wallet out?
Yeah, I can pull the wallet out, man. Where's my wallet?
Yeah.
Let me show y'all something right quick.
He can do anything.
He pulled the wallet out.
Let me see. With the wallet right here, I'm gonna show y'all. I'm gonna put it in the pocket. But yeah, man, people watch me do all kind of stuff, and I don't think nothing of it. But,
wow.
I'm trying to do it without knocking the phone down. Boom, in the pocket, and then out the pocket will be.
Golly. Boom.
Yeah.
You pulled the wallet out and everything.
Yeah, man. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, I'm gonna have to. I seen you playing that game though.
Oh yeah, I'll be on the game. Man, I'll be streaming and stuff too now. Yeah, man. Cards. Let's see what. Yeah, man, I pull out anything. Yeah, I'm just used to it, man. Honestly and truthfully.
Oh, it put bread out and everything.
Yeah.
Golly. So who can't get down with that, man? So the brother, so he was born with y'all look with literally no arms, one leg.
One leg.
Get up. He gets up every morning. I seen plenty of videos up, you know. So when he actually get up, showing how he put his clothes on, the brother cooked a steak and it was shrimp and everything, sauteed it up, clapped it, and then did the bow on it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He driving cars with no problem.
Yeah.
You know, he doing all of so it's kind of hard for a person that has the supposedly full capability to get up and then complain about how, man, I'm so tired. Because I bet it's days you have every excuse in the book to get up and say, you know what, man, I ain't feel like doing nothing today. I'm done. I need somebody to put my clothes on. If I need to do everything. But tell me what you're doing though.
But honestly, my mentality is the same way people say that, to be like, you have a reason, or you could just sit back, and that's all the more reason for me to get up, because I feel like, you know, not people expecting me, but you know, most people will see me in a situation and be like, okay, he don't do as much as he do. But that's all the more reason for me to wake up even more and be like, I gotta go hard today, or I gotta do something different. What I'm finna hit these folks with today. You know what I'm saying? That's just me. I'm not gonna lie, like I keep explaining, like I'm not an arrogant person, but I am a person, like I definitely like to make people eat their words. You know, my favorite word to play with is can't. They tell me I can't, I do it anyway, because I like to have that faith. I like to that look that they have on their face. That's my favorite look. You know, I love that face. I'm like, close your mouth. You know,
that fuels you.
Yeah, man. So anything they say I can't do, man, I'm gonna do it.
Now you said you grew up though with those people making the funs, the jokes, do what it do, but then you let them know I get back with you. Sometimes, majority of the time, the guys that got this witty, they snap back real bad. Like me and Trevor when we went to school, the guy named Willie.
Yeah.
He had the one arm, the little Gibby arm. You ever seen 3-6? You know, the dude DJ Paul.
Paul.
Yeah.
That's how Willie was. But Willie was one of the coldest basketball players, period, with that one arm.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, getting up and snagging on folks. So they purposely do things to even make it even, like you say, eat your words.
Mm-hmm.
They come up to me all Humpty Dumpty.
Right.
Saying and doing anything.
And I'm sure, you know, that my boy Willie, what saying, he had it in him too. It's like when people kind of expect something from you, you kind of want to give them the opposite. You know what I'm saying? Like, especially in a situation like, and I don't even call it handicap. I call it handicapable because we capable of anything and everything we put our mind to, and that's any human being. You know what I'm saying? People say I can't. Can't is just the word that you want to use to lazy because you don't want to try it. You know, and that's cool if you like that. But you know, as far as people in my situation are born different, it's not a point to prove, not to them so say, but to ourselves, you know? Like I be wanting to do it, like people tell me I can't, and I'll be like, okay, I'm finna show you. But in my head, I'm like, can I do this? But I never let you know that. You would never know if I've never done something before. Even to this day, I've been knowing my manager, and that's my best friend for over 7.5 years. And he be talking about, I ain't never knew you know how to do that. And I'd be like, for real? You know? So like I said, it's just I go through life, you know, just regular, and it just kind of flow now. So
But what is do you have issues with trusting people though?
Yes, I got big trust issues. I got big trust. And it's only because I have a big heart, honestly and truthfully, man. Like I do. And even most of my fans that know, like if they see me somewhere, hey, what's up, Nubb? I'm gonna turn up with you. I'm gonna act goofy, act silly, give you, you know what I'm saying? Because like I said, for one big thing about me is just I like to make people's day. But as far as just let people close to me, it's like when you let people close to you, you know what I'm saying? All the time, most of the time, they always seem to let you down. And I don't do well with letdowns, you know. I don't do good with heartbreak, so I don't do relationships like that either, you know. So I'm a very outgoing person, very cool person, like genuine person too. But as far as just like getting close, getting into that bubble, I don't really let people do that. You know
That's what's up. That's what's up. Hey, but you know what, man? I can tell like your mind's super sharp because you capable of anything. Then when I was listening to you flow,
Yeah.
like I was listening to you flow, is TreNubb gonna come out with an album? Because them freestyles, how you was going back and forth with old boy, I was like, damn, is he really freestyling? Did they play that out like it?
Yeah, we actually dropped a little short AP during like the beginning of the pandemic called Thing One Thing Two. Me and my manager G Baniac. It's still out right now. We recently just dropped a song called Top Top. Literally yesterday. That's out. I love music, man. I do. As far as the tape, I do got plans on dropping the tape next year. As far as like me, you know what I'm saying? Something that and when I do music, man, like, and as you know, like a lot of artists, they say they put their feelings or what they, you know, going through in their music. So that's kind of what I'm trying to do too. So it's just like for me to put together like a good project for me, because a lot of people tell you too, if I do something that I don't like it, I would delete the whole thing. If I do a whole video, if I shoot a video, it took me an hour and a half to shoot, and if I don't like how it came out, I would delete everything.
Yeah.
So it's gonna take some time to put that together, but I definitely want to do that, man. I love music, I love rapping, I do rap, I do freestyle. Yeah, I know about the lunch table beats, man. I get him a beat at the lunch table and come over there.
Hold on, you doing beats at the lunch table too?
I'm a drum instructor too, my boy. I play the drums. I play the drums. Yeah, but yeah, I do the drums at the table, all that, and I go over there and rap and do all that, man. Like me, I made my step in school doing what everybody else did, but trying to take it to the next level, honestly, if that makes sense. So as a kid, you know, as kids, people are gonna be curious. Kids gonna look at you. They're gonna be, you know, some might be scared of you. But as a kid, I had to use my mind. I'm like, okay, I'm not just gonna go up to people and be like, hey, you want to be my friend? No, I'm gonna make y'all want to talk to me. So I'm gonna just show y'all what I can do. So if we was in PE or something, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna play basketball too, you know? See, it's just a lot, man. So I was doing all that.
There he is.
Y'all trying to do what we do.
Hey.
We going to the top. Love going out the top. I ain't going nowhere, better not. When they get to talking, see them like blah, blah. When they
ask me how I do it, I'm like, nah.
Look at the look, like, hey, the boy hitting. We got a lot going on. So look, Trevor and I both done music. You know, Trevor just dropped a new well, he's gonna be dropping a new album here soon. Trevor in our hometown is a legendary rapper.
Oh yeah. Where y'all from?
From Knoxville.
We were Tennessee.
Tennessee.
I ain't never been out that way.
Well, you need to go out. We need to bring you up here, man.
Man, I'm with it. Look, I ain't gonna lie, man. I've been moving so much this week. I knew about the interview. I didn't woke up, got dressed, took a shower, like I'm finna pull up. He's like, where you going? I was like, I'm going to the podcast. He's like, no, man, it's virtual, man. It's like, man, it's a lot going on. So
and then you move the arms around, like, so do you even don't even notice it? You just do it, just like everybody.
I just do it. Yeah, man, I just do it. And most of the time, people will tell me, they be like, oddly I can see and tell what you mean when you move your arms like that. So I don't know, man. It's crazy, man. Because like I said, I'm used to it. So when I do talk, you know, people say they talk with their hands. I talk with my nubs a lot of times. Facial expressions, a lot of times. People love the facial expressions. They be like, your facial expressions be killing me. And half the time I be doing them videos, I promise I do not be knowing. I just do it, you know. When I be dancing, I don't be paying attention to what faces I'm gonna make. So
when you did the tatted up, or the tatted up,
yeah,
when
that's a true story.
Oh, it's true story. Tell us about it.
True story. Well, actually, it wasn't even my dad though. It was my mom. So we that was my senior year. I had just graduated from high school. It was the summer, right before I went to college and everything. And I've been trying to get a tattoo and everything like that. My mama was like, "Okay, well, look, the only way you get a tattoo is if you wait till your older brother come back home from college." I was like, "Okay, well, I just talked to him. He coming this weekend." Well, he called me. He played basketball. He's like, "Well, I can't come. You know, we made playoffs. We ain't ready to make it." I'm like, "Man, I want this tattoo."
Yeah.
So, man, me and a bunch of my friends, we didn't went, man. I didn't call the dude that actually does my brother tattoo. I'm like, "Yeah, man, I'm gonna come get it. You know, I'm 18 now. I got my own, you know, got the bread and everything." Man, it was like, first tattoo, what you want, where you want it. So I got, I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me on my chest.
432 flip.
Yep, my favorite. But it's just like, part of me felt like, okay, if this is my first tattoo, my mama ain't gonna be as mad. You know what I'm saying?
And you're 18 though, bro.
And I'm 18, right? But and that's what I was thinking. I'm like, I'm 18. She told me I can do it. I just gotta wait for my brother, but he can't come, so I'm gonna just do it anyway. Man, I'm talking about. Yeah, I walked. First off, I never went straight home. After I got the tattoo, I went through the regular day, did whatever with my friends, and finally, when I went home that night, you know, I had my shirt off and I had the plastic on. And she like, "What happened to you? What you do?" And I was like, "Nothing. I just went and got my tattoo." She's like, "Okay." She stopped and you ain't got what? You know what I'm saying?
Broke you off.
Broke me out. Boy, she left at first. She went to her room. And then my little brother was right there. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, I'm gonna take it off in a little bit. So she came back up out of there, and I'm talking about one swipe. Ugh.
Oh, look at breaking it down with you.
Bro. Yeah. Look, she hit me. All I said was, "I'm Toby." You know what I'm saying? So that was how that went. But other than that, man, it was still like she understood, and I ain't gonna lie, I went and got more tattoos after that. So
and then you tatted all the way up.
Not all the way, but you know, I do like tattoos, man. I do. But every tattoo gotta have a meaning to it for me. But I do like tattoos.
Yeah.
So you gonna ask him one of the questions about the kings and queens there, man.
About the kings and queens.
Yeah.
Oh, so I had a question in our little segment on the podcast about why do us as African Americans call each other kings and queens? Ain't that a European thing, like kings and queens? Did that originate in Europe? And people like African people, don't they call themselves pharaohs? And I forgot what the ladies call themselves in Africa.
I mean, yeah, I honestly and truthfully, don't make me lie to you. I don't really just know though. I mean, you would think that's where it come from, because back then that's what they was doing. They had kings and queens and all that. But just as far as this, while black people, I see it because of, I mean, kings and queens are powerful people, right?
Yeah.
And us as a black community are powerful. Not to take nothing against nobody else, because the Asians are a very powerful community, and people don't fail to realize that. You know, the Latino is deep. Every culture, in my eyes, you know, they're very powerful, and it's just especially in a time of need, in the situation that we're going through right now with the world, is just to be like, "Good job, my king," or "Good job, my queen. You beautiful, my queen." That's an uplifting spirit. You know what I mean? An uplifting word. So it's like, for me, honestly, my outlook on it is just like, it's like calling somebody, you know, beautiful or pretty or handsome. It's a motivational word. It's a powerful word to call somebody a king or queen. So especially like right now, like I keep, you know, emphasizing, especially with all the stuff going down, you don't want nobody, no race, to feel like they less of a human, or life don't matter, because they do. You know, we screaming Black Lives Matter, but every life matter. But at the same time, it's like black people are the ones that's going through it the most right now. So we screaming Black Lives Matter, and we want everybody screaming with us. But at the same time, it's just like, everybody's kings and queens, but the black people right now, we want you to know that you're important, black king, black queen, you know what I'm saying? So that's how my intake on it is. But
we all royalty at the
end of the day, right. And that's how you're supposed to hold yourself, to the highest pedestal. You know, so.
How you staying motivated and positive throughout all this, with all this going on? Period. Like, how do you? Because, like you said, your boy told you, "Hey, man, you got to get people the other side." And then that's like, see, we all are off. We love drama. That's why Trump is who he is and what he's doing. We like the drama. We don't want to watch no reality TV show when we know it's not reality without drama.
Right.
So, and then people think you go further if you have some more drama. But you're doing the opposite by keeping it more positive. How you staying positive through all this, Trey?
Because you gotta think about it too, man. Like, you're right. When we watch TV, we want entertainment throughout the world. We want drama. You know what I'm saying?
Like, if we run family don't last that long on the show because there's not enough drama.
But you gotta think about it. Think about it like this: we want to see drama, but we don't want to live drama.
We don't want it.
We don't want drama. We like, we're gonna keep that on TV.
Yeah, we want to watch your drama. Yeah.
But everything that's put on TV is mostly scripted, but it's coming from a real place. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So drama is real, but at the same time, it's just like positivity is real, and you want it. You know what I'm saying? You want to see it. Everybody want to see somebody doing good.
Yeah.
What kind of? And even my perception on this, the haters want to see you do good, but they don't want to give you your credit. But they do want to see you. They want to see how you level up. That's why they watch you, or that's why, because if they didn't care, they wouldn't pay attention to you. You'd be another human being on this earth, right or wrong.
Yeah, that's a fact. That's a fact.
But a hater, you know what I'm saying? He want to pay attention to what you do. So believe it or not, they do want to see you level up because they want to see how they can level up harder than you.
They can learn from
they can learn from you, or they can take from what you doing and try to manipulate it and twist it to their. Haters do a lot, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But at the same time, I don't run from them. I don't, you know what I'm saying? Oh, haters this, I encourage y'all, pay attention to me because I can show y'all how to make y'all life better, possibly. My life ain't the best. You know what I'm saying? I'm not out here quote, my life is the best. I'm all this, I'm positive. I go through real life situations every day. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I'm a black man in this world. And on top of that, honestly and truthfully, like, I can't get a regular job because of my situation. They won't even give me a chance, you know, because they like it's a liability issue.
Now, knowing you're probably the best mopper, sweeper, man, everything you can do.
Man, and it's crazy because I didn't told these people, and it get real frustrating. And then sometimes, like, I really have to come back to earth because, like I said, I do kind of get out care sometimes because I hate that, man. I hate when somebody gets blackballed or, you know what I'm saying, gets put in a situation because of how they look or their situation. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You didn't even give me a fair chance. And I told the lady one interview, I was like, I'll work every guy, one of y'all workers in here, every position, every day. I was mad because I was like, she's like, okay, well, like, the interview was a virtual interview and everything went great and everything, but I wasn't doing a lot of this here and everything like that, you know what I'm saying? So I guess she didn't pay attention. So I got called in like as if I got the job. I came in and they start asking questions, how you do this? And I'm showing her how to use the phone and everything, all that. And she's like, oh, okay, well, we just gonna give you a call back. And I was just like, I know y'all not finna call back. I know why too. And I kind of let her have it, but I didn't get too out of hand. But it's frustrating, man. It's frustrating as hell getting put on a back burner, not giving a fair chance just because of your situation.
Yeah.
You know, so, and I understand as far as, you know, if something happened, it can be really big on a company. I get that, but me knowing that, I'm not gonna try. I'm gonna do my best not to let that happen.
Yeah.
I worked at Adidas before when I was in college, but that was before I became TreNubb and famous, and I was one of the top salesmen in there. Like, I was getting tip money like a waiter. Like, people was.
Man.
I bet people, they like, I want to see him. Let me see.
Literally, you know how they got the headsets on in the shoe stores? I have my headset on, and then they was they'd be on there like, yo, Nub, you got some customers. Like, I had regulars. They'd come in just to, I want this shoe box. And then they wanted to see me grab it and put it to the front. Like, once I get to the front, like, I done had people just put their hand in my pocket, and I reach in my pocket and have money. Sometimes people be like, I just want to give you this. And, you know, it's a blessing. So I don't never.
But that right there, did that piss you off? The thing, no, I don't want to get, ain't no handout. Don't try to give me no handout.
No, and that's the difference between it. And I'll drop a little secret too. That's the name of my tape for 2021. It's gonna be called No Handouts because you know, but you know, we're gonna keep that under wraps.
Joke wise, no handout, cause no hands. But then you might say, I don't want nothing either, though.
Right, and that's the irony of it. You know what I'm saying? The oxymoron. But it's just when people. My parents always taught me, don't block somebody else's blessing, you know? Because if I was out here you know what I'm saying, give something off my kindness of my heart, you know, I wouldn't, you know what I'm saying? It's because you want to give. When you give something to somebody, it's because you want to, not because you're forced to. So that's a blessing, you know what I'm saying? So my people's like, don't block nobody's blessing. And it don't even have to be money, you know what I'm saying? People could be like, yo, I just want to pray for you. I done had people stop me in the middle of stores like, yo, can I just pray for you? And it'd be odd, I'm not gonna lie, but if that's what some people feel like that's on them to do.
You gotta watch people putting their hand, praying on you. They gotta watch who praying over you.
Oh, nah, for sure. I can definitely get a conversation on people, but honestly and truthfully, I'm not gonna just say I'm strong in faith, man, and I know where I'm at with it. So I got this aura around me. God got me, you know what I'm saying? So a lot of people that I do let pray for me, they do come from the same religion I do come from. So, and I know where it comes, you know what I'm saying? So that's why
you know that you discern where did it come from, for sure.
But you can tell with energy.
You see it on the screen, is that right?
Say it again.
Is that on the screen, right? The cash out?
Oh, that's G Maniac. Yeah, that's my manager. Y'all, mine TreNubb, TreNubb.
So let's go. Cause we want to make sure too that we gonna get you said it's TreNubb T what?
TreNubb.
All right.
Hey, TreNubb, like, are you originally from Houston?
No, I'm originally from Beaumont, Texas.
Beaumont, Texas. Okay.
Beaumont, Texas, 409.
I know a hip hop artist from Beaumont, Texas named Nephew I used to mess with.
Oh, yeah? Yeah, older guy, kind of like in his 30s.
Yeah, Nephew live in Atlanta now.
You said older 30s. That's when you know you're getting old, boy.
Man, look, I'm getting old too, man. Look,
but what would you say? What would you say to somebody that wanted to move to H-Town? What would you tell them?
Man, come on. We already packed, but come on. You know what I'm saying? But honestly, Houston is a great place, just culturally, as far as just everything, man. It's a great place to live, a great place to raise your family. Like, we diverse out here. It's a lot. And I lived in a lot of places. I lived in California. I lived in Atlanta. I lived in Ohio for a little bit. Like, I done been around. Lived in Louisiana because I went to school at Southern. I done moved a lot of places. I'm not gonna lie. Just as far as just what I'm doing entertainment wise and just me trying to level up to the next level, I love Atlanta. You know, Atlanta shows so much love, and it's a lot of opportunity for entertainment wise. You know what I'm saying? But as far as just like, I want to raise my family and, have my business established, want to be reside at when I retire, man, it's gonna be Houston, just because it's a great place and it's big.
That's the new North Carolina. That's the new Raleigh. The new because people moved to North Carolina, black people migrated from Atlanta, then they went to North Carolina, now they moving to Houston.
Yeah,
Houston is big, man. Because you could do just about anything, man. If you want to open up a studio, music studio, be a producer, I give it a couple months, man, of networking, and you're gonna be out of here. You know what I'm saying? Because Houston is very big for their music, as you know. We got a lot of legends out here, a lot of legends. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And the loud part about it is, like, a lot of them they're not too far to reach. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm cool with a couple of them, and it's just live and is real, just for them to be able to, when I ask them something, they kind of give me game back. And that's real, coming from a legend for what they did, to be able to, you know what I'm saying? Like, Nubb asked a genuine question, I'm gonna give them an answer. Because a lot of people don't have to do that. Game is not free. It don't have to be free.
That's fact.
You just said a key thing, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
It's not free.
Game is not free. So if somebody giving you game, and me personally, like, a lot of my friends, like, I got a couple friends my age, but a lot of my friends and the people I talk to is older than me. So when I was talking about the 30s, that's my age bracket.
Yeah.
Believe it or not, I be talking to the ladies in the 30s too. You know what I'm saying? But it's just, I like the older mindset of it. You know what I'm saying? Because you get a different outlook. You know.
Yeah. That's the key thing you just said. Game is not free. First of all, one of our listeners asked, "How fast can you type?"
Super fast.
Yeah, because as you can see, you pulling out wallets and everything else. You getting typing.
Yeah, I'm gonna say I'll show you, but I'm on my phone right now.
Yeah. Well, look, game is not free. TreNubb showed us love today. This guy could have easily, when I slid in the DM, he could easily like, dude, get up out of here, man. But he showed love, man. We want to show love to him. Look, we got the support TreNubb Cash App on the screen.
I appreciate that.
We want to make sure that, like he said, this is his job. Basically, he's going out here doing something because people wouldn't give him an opportunity. So they try to tell him you can't do it. Well, and now he's making everybody look bad. He got over 200,000 people follow him on Instagram, and he actually got engaged listeners. One thing to have a lot of people and got 3 people liking and talking. When you got over 1,000 some odd likes and comments, it's a numbers game. So we want to make sure we show him love too and support the brother, what he doing.
The thing about that, I'm gonna say it real quick, not to cut you off. My fans, I love my fans because they gonna let me know what they like and what they don't like. I can sit here and post a video of me doing backflips out of an airplane, but if that's not what they want to see, they're gonna let me know, like, no, that's not what we here for. And that'd be the hardest part for me, because like I said, I don't think of me or me not having hands as a situation I just live life. So what I'm thinking, I'm like, man, let me go make some funny videos and let me do this type of video because I want to be an actor too. That's my goal, to be an actor and a movie director. So I'll be like, let me do something. But then at the end of the day, my fans will be like, yeah, that was cool. We got to laugh. But, and G said all the time, he'd be like, bro, you got to give them what they want. They want to see what you going through and how you live your life, your intake on life, your outlook on life. So you got to give them that. And it shows. What I mean by that is if I drop something live and cool and funny, I might get numbers. But if I drop something,
you putting on your clothes,
me putting on my clothes or me showing how I'm driving or something, man, I'm talking about viral.
Yeah.
Hey,
And
man,
I'd
when
be
I look at
surprised.
you though, TreNubb, I get like positive, uplifting energy, and you show people that they're capable of anything. That's what I see when I see your videos or whatever. You
Thank you,
show
man.
people they're capable of anything, and them the ones that I be seeing doing the most numbers though.
Yeah, and man. That's what they like to see, man. And honestly and truthfully, that's what I'm trying to get more in tune of. I'm doing motivational speaking. It's kind of hard right now because of the COVID. Like I was doing it, a little bit before, but as soon as this COVID stuff over, I'm back doing accepting shows. I'm going to speak to kids, adults, everything. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, throughout COVID, I kind of got a different outlook on it because it's like no matter what I'm going through, you know what I'm saying, what I've been through could probably help somebody what they going through,
Yeah.
So it's just like, yeah, and honestly and truthfully, I'm a firm believer of God. I'm big believer of God, and I do know blessings coming, lessons come too. But it's just like once I kind of start living in my purpose, a lot of stuff started opening up and a lot of great things started happening for me, So it's just that's kind of like the eye opener. And a lot of people don't pay attention. They kind of think, oh, it's just good luck or it's just my good time. Nah, man, you work for that good feeling or that good situation, that good vibe or that good blessing that's coming towards you.
Yeah.
Open your eyes, listen, take heed to that and keep going to whatever you did to, you know what I'm saying? Because nothing is just random. I don't feel like nothing is just a drop in the lap. You know what I'm saying? I don't feel like that. So
and that shows with your life. You don't believe you just dropped here just to be
nah, at all.
You actually to make your make an impact.
And it's crazy because a lot of people ask me most interviews I do or most times I talk to people, they be like, well, what happened? What's the story on what happened? Like, why were you born like that? And there was no story. Like, there was no medical situation. There was no birth defect. It was just, I came out like this. And a lot of other people, I didn't meet in my situation. They'd be like, oh, well, it was this that caused this and this. And they ask me, and I don't have that. And then a lot of people look and they say, they like, you was here for a reason, you know what I'm saying? And you were supposed to be here for that. And so even when people tell me that, I kind of, not kind of, but I do take heed to it. And it do open my eyes a lot more. So I'm like, I am here for a reason in this situation. So I'm finna run it. You know what I mean? So I'm not finna let nobody take pity on me. I still have fun. Don't get it twisted. Still love taking trips. I still be doing my thug thizzle, but it's just at the end of the day, I'm enjoying life. But if I can show people that if I'm enjoying life, then definitely you can. If they can make somebody day, then that's a good feeling to me. So
yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Well, you like you got a different outlook. If people were to, how you walk in somewhere, and how people whispering and stuff. Look at it.
I hear it all the time.
Going out or something, you probably like, hey, take a picture, baby. Because that make you look at it from a point of that's more attention for me.
And that's and two is like, I do hear that all the time, you know what I'm saying? And one thing about me though, and I'm gonna tell you, like I said, I do stop when people acknowledge, hey, that's Nubb, or if they be like, I think I know. Now if they wish, if I walk by, you be like, hey, that's that dude. Because I hear that literally 85% of the day.
Good. That means you doing what you're supposed to do.
Right. And that's what I say. Good talk or bad talk, you talking. I don't care if you saying that man with no hands is amazing or that man with no hands look like a chicken with his nose flapping. You talking. You talking about that man with no hands.
I can laugh at that because I know it ain't bother you.
It don't. None of that bothers me, man. Like I said, look, believe it or not, like I said, when back in school when you do the jokes, I was the one that was out here hurting the feelings, man. But I wouldn't start it. I definitely wasn't the bully.
Yeah.
But I would definitely. You think about it like this. Okay, it's already bad enough if somebody out here roasting you in front of everybody and they laughing, right? Mm-hmm. So you get it from a person with no hands and one leg out here with the jokey jokes and everybody really laughing. Mm-hmm. How do you feel?
And that make you feel bad.
Now you want to get to a point where you're trying to fight this no hand guy. Now you really look stupid.
Yeah.
And then, you know what I'm saying, 10 times out of 10, the people I be with, they wouldn't even let that go down. They'd be like, you know what I'm saying? Now you got to see. But I wouldn't even let them do it. I'd be like, nah, he just got his. I'm one of them, bro. I'd be like, now you see what it is, Like, I don't want it to escalate, but I just want you to get your taste of your medicine too.
Hey, a person like me that's aware of people mental, I wouldn't even joke with you because I know you sharp. Because the way you reacted with them freestyles, I know if somebody joking, you got a quick comeback because you
Man,
sharp.
we do this all day. Me and my homies, we do it like a sport daily. You know what I'm saying? We literally be back and forth with them, making each other laugh all day. So that's why I say, man, if the people that I love and the people that love me most can talk about me, my daddy, oh my God.
Oh,
And
you
my
do?
aunts,
You do? Oh,
my dad and my
you do?
aunts, literally, if y'all was in a room while we have family events, because we do it to everybody. Everybody in the family go around joking and stuff. Even my grandmother got some jokes. She'll slide some quick ones in. But if you hear what they say, you'll be like, okay, Pops, you out of control.
Uh-huh.
But it's like, I know it's coming from a good place, but at the same time, they coming from it straight. They don't, oh, let me give it to them 10%. They giving it to me 100% because they like, nigga, we love you. We care about you. So if somebody out here that don't know you, they gonna say stuff like this all the time. Are you gonna let it bother you? Yeah. So that's how you know what I'm saying, it's like training. You know, my people, I give all credit to my family, literally all credit to who I am today to them because they didn't. If you handicap a handicapped person, they will be handicapped. That's how I go.
Yeah.
If you handicap a handicapped person, they will be handicapped. If you don't handicap a handicapped person, they'll be handicapable.
Yeah.
So, so that's just how that was when I grew up, man. Like literally, man. I was the one that stayed in trouble the most, if you want to be honest. Yeah. So
one of our guys, Jack, said, you go listen to his song called No Handouts. He got a song called No Handouts. We got a lot of musicians that listen to this show too. So no handouts, man. So man, I'm looking forward to seeing. I'm following. I'm looking forward to just looking from afar and also getting to know you. Hope we can develop something because Trevor and I both have our own platforms outside of this, and we'd love to keep spreading your story out. Do we do to have your own? He actually interview a lot of musicians, a lot of music.
Right. That's live
stuff. So we definitely gonna make sure we connect if you down for that.
Yeah, for sure. Like I said, man, just call G or contact G and he gonna get it to me. Like I said, I got booked for a drum clinic. I'm finna get ready to go to Baton Rouge, Louisiana tomorrow. I gotta be out there for a week. So I do be on the go a lot, but he definitely gonna make sure
we will do that. Cause I'm looking forward to hopefully get him on. Y'all both be on because dude, he does a camera, he's a camera guy. Well, his camera got him in places with Keisha Cole and people like that he actually connected with.
I'm gonna tell y'all like this. You think I'm a jack of all trades? That man, he's not just a camera guy. He's a camera guy. He's a video graphic designer. He's a TV personnel. He does music. Everything he do himself. Everything I'm naming, he do himself. He has his own entertainment food blogging network in Houston that's going crazy. Bless the Belly. Bless the Belly. And most people get it confused. They think it's a restaurant. They're like, I'm trying to go to Bless the Belly. Bless the Belly is a food review restaurant. Entertainment page. So basically, a restaurant he do franchise restaurants too, but restaurants that's not franchise, he go do reviews on their best few foods, and he got a personality too, so he make it look fun and make it look good. Like he eat it, you be like, I gotta go get some of that. So he got like a lot of different restaurants, and it's like, if you ever was like, what to eat today, and you was in Houston, go to Bless the Belly.
When we go to Houston and do our tour, when Trevor and I come down now, we all connect, and we're gonna go Bless the Belly, eat some chicken, and let you drive at the same time.
Oh man, I'm with it, man. Look, I just got my car 2 weeks ago. He ain't drove yet, man. He been in the whip with me because I've been in the whip with him the whole time. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate my boy. He makes sure I'm taking care of, man. He making sure I'm on what I'm supposed to be on. So while I'm on here, I do want to give thanks to my manager and my best friend, G Maniac, because he a real one, bro. A lot of people, that's one person, how you say that do stuff and don't look for nothing in return.
Yes, sir.
Literally, even when I try to give him something, he be like, nah, bro, take that and go do something else. You know what I'm saying? He be like, look, man, take that money and go invest in something else, and we gonna make sure that. I be like, you own to something, boy. You know what I'm saying? So I keep telling him, I say, whenever I get that super check, I'm gonna get you a boat with your name on it. You don't even want to be on no boat.
You'll be like Trump.
Yeah. Don't you compare me to that, man.
We need your gamer tag too, TreNubb.
For sure.
I heard you don't lose now. I heard you say
I
you don't lose that often.
Say I don't lose. I don't lose often. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, for sure. Yeah, for sure. My gamer tag TreNubb 23 kid. I be on PlayStation. Same thing on Twitch. I just kind of started getting my Twitch going. So TreNubb 23 on Twitch. If y'all wondering what the 23 is, LeBron and George are my favorite players ever. So, but yeah, add me on there. I be gaming. I be playing every game, literally, from the Call of Duties to the Maddens, the 2Ks, to the UFCs.
Yeah,
and you doing this with nubs while people are doing pressing with you up here killing them with the nub. So look, anything TreNubb related, just type in TreNubb, you're gonna pop up on Google. So
Google,
so,
every social media, just type in TreNubb. I'm the only nub, you know what I'm saying? So
man, we appreciate you so much, man. We definitely cheering for you, rooting for you, because we want to see you succeed, not because you got the nubs. We want to see you succeed, bro.
Thank y'all, man. Thank y'all, man. I appreciate y'all for real. Thank y'all for having me. This was really, really fun. I ain't gonna lie. When y'all come to Houston, y'all definitely gotta tap in. We're gonna show y'all.
And we're gonna give it G-Mac. We're gonna give it G-Maniac, and we're gonna get you on the other platforms.
Let's do it.
Before you go.
Let's do it.
Hey, I appreciate you. No, that's all I can say, my brother. I appreciate you coming on the show. Thank you, fam.
Man, I appreciate y'all for having me, man. Look, how can I get this, man? I want to share it and everything, man, because I had fun.
But Trevor gonna have it all up here right after we get off. It's live right now on Facebook and YouTube.
Hey, Facebook.
Hey, YouTube. It's on. You wanna? If you give us your email or whatever, we can just send it to you personally, my brother. I'll send you the whole thing. You know what I'm saying?
Already, man. For sure. I'm I DM you. Who was one with? Okay, Troy. That was you that DM me. Okay, yeah. So I send it to you.
All right,
I appreciate y'all, man. Y'all have a good day, man.
All right.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Man, that's some good stuff right there, man. If you ain't motivated to move forward and do what you need to do.
Yeah. You got to be motivated after TreNubb came on.
Dude, your boy, like 2 Chainz said, man, if you woke up today, man, you winning. That's straight up.
That's a fact.
And hearing TreNubb do what he do, that's the whole show. You know, we're gonna do what we gotta do, but that right there, man, you winning.
Yeah, we ain't gotta do much after TreNubb came on. We ain't gotta do much, man. we gotta do about 1 or 2. We got about 1 or 2 more.
We got plenty to hit off. We done. That's education right there.
Yeah, that was very educational.
TreNubb was definitely educational.
Mm-hmm.
If you're not educated on, like, you know, seeing folks that has disabilities, you know, sometimes, you know, they can be pretty, like I said, gangster about it, man. They'll shut you down, boy. Like,
Yes, sir.
Like, you don't matter, man. But seeing somebody like him with his attitude, his personality, what he's doing, you can't help but to hope for the brother to win, though.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But now we move forward to, I just got to ask you this one question before we do go now.
What's good, family?
Ice Cube Killer Mike got the bank coming. Coming in December. Are you opening an account?
No.
Why you not opening an account, man? Please explain, sir.
I'm not opening an account because he's saying that it's a digital black-owned bank.
Mm-hmm.
But my thought process, is it really black-owned? Is the bank really black-owned if the bank is still under the Federal Reserve?
Well, hold on a sec. Well, Federal Reserve and FDIC, 2 different things.
Okay, talk to me about
FDIC is, and then of course someone can come along and correct. You know, I've been in banking my whole life, you know, whole career of business. Mm-hmm. But FDIC is just basically an insurance.
Okay.
It's insured to make sure that if the bank was to belly up, or banks were to, you know, lose money or whatever, they can actually try to make their depositors whole up to a certain amount.
Okay.
That's what that is. Federal Reserve is the bank, is a central bank for government.
So his bank will be under the FDIC, not under
you would hope. I mean, but the thing, Federal Reserve is everybody. You got the central bank money. Period. Lends out money to the banks.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. That's why they got when people say the interest rates drop down. Oh, the interest rate dropped. Well, that's basically just saying the overnight rate has dropped for bigger banks to borrow money or bigger company to borrow money at a lower rate.
Yeah.
And at that time, when the rate is lower, they then lower the rate for other people to borrow money.
Mm-hmm.
But the fact it's a trickle down effect. The FDIC though is in place to actually insure folks if the banks were to, like when when the situation happened, 2007, 2008.
Yeah,
banks were losing money because they was investing in stuff, and because the bank used our money to go invest in other stuff. Giving money to you.
Yeah,
when you buy that car or a house, they're using our saving money to do that.
And they're using the tax money and all the things.
They're using the deposit. We talk about depository money now. You go out there and do that, and then the bank say, "Hey, man, we can't pay Trevor. You put $200,000 in our bank, we can't pay you back." Federal Reserve steps in to say we give Trevor up to $250,000, cover him if he has up to $250,000 in his personal account. So if you got $200,000, you're supposed to be made whole at that point. So you will want You would want to
the
have
black-owned bank to be under the
you
Federal
want
Reserve.
the FDIC to be to be insuring your bank, because then that makes the depositors feel comfortable to put money in the bank.
Yeah, because it's insured. Now you gave me some great information. I like that now.
So, but when it comes to the black owned, of course, you might have a depository, like a black version of FDIC. You won't, but who cares about all that?
It don't matter.
I mean, when I got car insurance, I got a black owned company that has a car, the black owned company that creates cars. But I say, hey man, I can't get your corporation insurance because you're not black owned. Man, protect me just in case something happened.
Yeah, no matter who owns it.
Yes, I need to get some protection just in case, because I need to make sure things are covered. So some people, they actually don't know if they want to do. My head is crooked or something, but I'm trying to go my TI, let it hang off a little bit, but it ain't looking good. But some people do, they do that and say, hey, I don't want to put my money there because it's not FDIC insured.
Okay, yeah, I wouldn't neither. Now, since you broke it down to me, you taught me something. I wouldn't either. If it is a Killer Mike's online bank, I got to make sure that it's FDIC insured, because that be on the bottom right of my little.
Yeah, it'd be on the bottom to make you feel comfortable, let you know FDIC insured. This is the credit union have NDIC or something like that. They have another. You want to make sure that if I put my money here, is it going to be protected? Just like when you got investments, you got the SIPC or something. I can't remember, SIP or whatever. I can't remember. But if you got investment up to 500,000, it can be protected. Certain different levels of money. You just want to make sure your money is covered.
Yeah, that's right.
Open in December. You said you're not opening an account because of it might be on the Federal Reserve or FDIC.
After you broke it down to me, I put my money in there, but I'm not still putting I'm staying with Wells Fargo. I apologize, Killer Mike. I appreciate you. I ain't from Atlanta. Now, if I was from Atlanta and Killer Mike was my guy, and I went to his little seafood spot, wing spot, got me a haircut at Killer Mike barbershop, I might put a little money into his bank, but I ain't there though. So
it'd be like, I would think it'd be like a cash app. You know, a cash app, you can bank from that. You know what I'm saying? But he's talking about where you can lend, borrow, and stuff like just like you do at a regular bank. You actually be able to do it online only, that's kind of, I'm old school in the sense, if I'm getting big bread, I want to actually I would like to go into the branches if I need to. If something really come down, I need to talk to somebody.
Yeah. And you'll probably be able to talk to Killer Mike. You'll probably be able to touch bases with him. But I got a question to ask you though. Would you own a rush card? Did you ever own a rush card?
No. That's more of the reason why those cards are places like that, or this is my own opinion. I haven't fully researched it.
Yeah.
But the rush card of things to be able to allow folks to actually that can't get an account at a bank.
It's like a Walmart card.
You know why you can't get an account at a bank? Because you owe the bank money.
Yeah.
If you got overdraft fees at the bank and you try to go to multiple banks to get an account, you got overdraft fees, they say, hey, pay us back, we'll give you access to a card. Those rush cards typically have large fees on it. If you go use an ATM, if you use the card to pay your bills online, those things cost money, and they get money. They get paid from you actually using it.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't get it because I don't know. No, they just charging me money.
I wouldn't either.
They just charge me money. But if you don't have the capability of being able to do certain things, like a cash app card or something, or PayPal, if they don't have a relationship with some of those ATMs, they actually would charge you a fee.
A big fee too.
Yeah, just like if you go to another bank that's not yours and use the debit card, they're gonna charge you a fee for taking money out.
Yeah, because me dealing with Wells Fargo or whatever, it's no fees and nothing.
Yeah, you might. Yeah, see, they got to connect. Like Bank of America, you probably go to any ATM you want.
Yeah, it's no fees to nothing.
You don't have no fees. So it depends. It's all about accessibility. Are they gonna break me off each time? You know what I'm saying? We all. I'm just glad that my mom, man. This nothing against nobody. I'm just saying in general.
Yes, sir.
My mom, we growing up in the projects. You can develop, just like TreNubb, you can easily develop. If you wanted to, you can develop a victim mentality.
A defeated mindset.
You can develop. If TreNubb wake up in the morning and say, like I said, and say, man, I don't want to do this. I can't do this. He can do that.
I'm defeated.
If he wanted to, he can do that. But guess what? He don't. And just like when we were growing up in the project, my mom, she could have easily told us, you got to do this better than this person. You got to, don't forget you black. We never heard it in our household ever.
Hey, you want me to tell you what's crazy?
What's that?
Imagine being raised in a household where the mindset is defeated, but you
Yeah.
got to come up out of it yourself. When everybody's mindset is defeated, but
Mm.
you got to come out yourself, though, alone as a child.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel you. So that's why people go to the route they go, right? You like
No,
everybody. You say nobody worked in the house, right? But then you go out there and say, "I'm just gonna make some money," and you did what you did.
you see what I'm saying? Yeah, that's a fact. That's a
But I'm
fact,
just
though.
glad. I'm just glad that I just didn't grow up. So it's kind of I didn't never when I created a business, I didn't say all my business all the time. Relationships I have with people, or typically with a lot of minority people.
Yes, sir.
So I can easily say it's for Black people. I
Mm-hmm.
had a recruiting company where I actually help people of diverse backgrounds
Yeah.
get a career going, not a job, a career. So because what I decided to make that company because of the fact that when I'm in the business world, people saying, "Hey, Troy, do you have any people that's looking for a job or a career in this area?" Oftentimes, the people I'm connected with look like me,
Yeah.
so I end up getting them on somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
Not saying, "Hey, man, because you Black." No, I just help them get on. Like, "Hey, man, they need you looking for this," and all the time I start noticing. Well, these companies now, like today, are looking for Black people or people from diverse backgrounds.
Mm-hmm.
So I end up saying, man, I'm gonna actually start a company because one day I was at my house and my neighbor, who was a female, needed a job. She was white, but she needed a job. My
Yes,
boy,
sir.
who was a vice president at this company, needed someone. I set the interview up at my house, made $1,500 in 30 minutes.
Mm.
You know what? I'm about to create a business.
That's a fact.
Your
Doing that.
was established, doing that, placing people.
Mm-hmm.
But people say, "Hey, you're gonna go get they need Black-owned companies." I never went the route. It's just and that could be my own personal vendetta. I just never
No,
went to go get Black. Hey,
but I understand what you're saying, and I
you know
hope
what I'm
people don't
saying?
take this the wrong way. What I'm about to say at the end of the day, I love Black people. I know we love all Black people, but at the end of the day, we are humans first.
Mm,
And I'm not gonna limit my thought process by just saying Black. Because we're humans first. I'm a person of all. You know how I always talk about oneness and all of
mm,
us coming together. But at the end of the day, that's limiting ourselves. We can't be like the people that limit themselves, even though they successful at limiting themselves. But we can't have that same type of mindset of limiting ourselves because we don't see everyone as one and everyone as humans. We see Black first.
mm.
And I know, what I mean, we gotta help uplift each other as our race. But at the end of the day, I can't limit myself.
He said, "Sometimes our people screw us faster." She said, "I said it."
Preach then, Jimmy
I mean, but
Jam.
so let's break it down too. Now, look, there's people that came before us, Trevor, that have done things to allow us to get to where we are today to say those things. Because
Mm,
there's people that have been in place, the Martin Luther Kings, the people before that wanted to make sure that we can feel liberated to be able to say the things we say. So we can't negate that for not happening. That happened.
yeah,
There are folks that died to allow us to be able to take part and be able to have a free mindset. Because at one time you couldn't.
that's a great way to segue into something, fam.
Go ahead.
Ice Cube.
Mm-hmm. Mm. Look
For
at you.
him to say what he said.
Yeah.
Are you in agreement with Ice Cube? Or
Well, won't you break it? What exactly? Because he said a lot when he was on the Rolling Show.
I didn't watch that one.
He tried to clarify. He clarified what he was doing.
Mm-hmm.
But then, oftentimes, we automatically go to he trying to win on something. He got an agenda. He got
I
a
don't,
bigger agenda.
I don't think Cube got an
That's
agenda.
what I'm saying. Look, going in without knowing, you might start thinking, having all the things you want to put on there. You can say what you want to say, do what you want to do, but not really knowing the full facts.
Now, how are we ever going to? Okay, if Trump, the leader of the free world, if Trump is the president of the United States, and Black people think that it's like wrong to go talk to Trump, or you look ignorant just going to talk to him because he has promoted racism and says stand back and stand by and all of that old type of stuff. But Cube just saying that we have to have those conversations with them. We have to go to the people to have the conversation with them, no matter what.
Mm-hmm.
Like how we
you got to have a conversation with with the adversary in general to get things worked out. But then my thought is, do they have to does Cube speak for everybody? Why do we always got to feel that we got to do the full-fledged, this person we're going to speak to because he speak for all them people. Mm-hmm. That's another thing of putting them all in a bunch again. Like I told you before, the black community, I believe, is subgroups. I mean, we're all black and we have experiences because we may look the same color-wise, but a lot of people don't think for me.
That's a fact.
As the president, the president of the United States, don't mean he think for me. There's some things in place that we all have similarities. We're Americans, but he's not. He doesn't think for me.
That's right. That's right.
So Go ahead.
At the end of the day, what I took from Cube, and he said I went to both sides first because I was watching Kuzma, or I forgot his name on CNN, Kuzmo, or whatever his name is, and he was saying that
Cuomo.
Cuomo.
Mm-hmm.
He was saying that you standing by Trump when Cube's response was, I went to both sides. Mm-hmm. And this one side told me to wait until the election was over. And this one side asked me, what do I have to say now? We're interested in hearing what you got to say now. He went to both sides. He's not on no side. He said, I was an independent, but I'm coming for the interests of the black people. What's wrong with that?
There's nothing wrong. You know what? But it's going to come to a point. There's a decision got to be made, right? We can all be on the fence for a long time as independents. Mm-hmm. You know what people like being Republican or say they Republican? They may not agree with nothing they say or do, but they have certain standards already in place that you know about them before they even talk. Yeah. You know, they're either going to be church-based. Mm-hmm. They believe in the male and female. Mm-hmm. They believe in certain things when it comes down to women's rights.
They're conservative with their money.
They're conservative with their money. They may be pro-life or whatever it may be. The fact they got standards already in place. Mm-hmm. The reason why people like being a Democrat or don't like being one is because they like being a Democrat because the fact is they open to everybody.
Yeah, yeah.
Don't worry about it. You can do whatever. Don't worry about this. We're gonna try to make the rules good for everyone. So that's what makes it challenging being a Democrat because you got to be open to everything. Yeah. Mm-hmm. You might not like something. Oh, you don't like that? You can't say that. Yeah. And you can't do that either. Yeah. What do you mean?
Anything's acceptable.
Anything except, so like, for example, prime example, when Jesus was on the cross, this is paraphrasing. Jesus on the cross, the thief next to him said, hey, will you remember me when you go into the gates or whatever, or the paradise? He basically repented. He just said, you know what? When we go into paradise, you'll be there too. He got to get in. Think about the person. You ever heard of the story about the prodigal son?
Talk to me about it.
The prodigal son left. He said, Daddy, I want my stuff now. Give me my stuff now. And I'm dipping out. I don't care what you're talking about. I'm going to live my life the way I want. Give me my stuff now. So he gave him his inheritance. The other son, the oldest one, stayed. Did everything he's supposed to do. Did everything right. His younger brother who realized that, hey, man, I'm eating slop. My daddy's servants eat better than me. I'm going back home. He go back home. Everybody open arm full of joy. Yeah. His brother didn't get upset. He said, I've been here taking care of doing things right. And this guy get to still come in. That's the Democratic mindset. We accept you how you are. It doesn't matter. Yeah. The Republican part be like, hey, man, I've been doing stuff right.
For 50 years.
So how you going to be able to come in and you need to pull yourself up by your bootstraps?
That is their thought process too.
But the fact is that I believe that there needs to be a balance. Yeah. There should be standards set in place that and I can be able to believe and think the way I think. But then there's also a socialistic aspect that needs to be in place too, to try to make the playing ground as least as even as we can to give people a chance.
So what's our party gonna be called, Troy? The Republicrats.
That's why I'm so like, for example, I vote on both sides.
I do too.
If it's pleasing, if it works for me and my family, so people call me a liberal conservative at times, because a social liberal, but then a financial conservative, fiscal conservative.
We got similarities right
so there. I want to show everybody love. I want to show people they have opportunity. I want to be able to give opportunities out. However, I still want to make sure my money's intact.
Mm-hmm.
I still want to show, hey, I'm gonna give you a little bit, but you can't take everything.
Yeah, I can't play with that now.
I didn't get to where I am, and then you didn't get where you are to where you decided to just, hey, you know, because we know people that can be lazy and expect to get a handout.
That's the name of the show right here. That's the name of the show.
I mean,
Featuring Republic Cracks featuring TreNubb.
That's where you go. I mean, but we still want to show people that you can make it.
Yes, sir.
You can do it. You have a mind of your own.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like I will not tell my kids, hey, don't forget, you got to work 2 times harder than that white kid.
Yeah, yeah.
They're not telling your kid that set them up for failure or hair up for failure to be, hey, just remember, you're not as good as they are.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
What is that? How we do that?
I don't know. That I can't.
My kid will think when they growing up, my child will think up when they don't get something. Well, you know.
And then we just had TreNubb on here. He Michael Jordan. He can feel as if he Michael Jordan and he don't have hands.
Yeah.
He's capable of anything. And how would we feel if we was raising our children or whatever and telling them that they can't or they're unable or they, you know, I mean, I don't have kids yet, but I plan on having one before I'm 41, 42. And I'm 40.
I mean, you're doing that in about a couple months then.
Right. I got to get my
egg. Ain't pulling out no more. I'm sorry. That's going way too far. But look, hey, this show right here is going to be pretty heavy today. We're about done, but it's not one of those, oh yeah, we Trevor and I come together to educate and inspire people.
That's right.
My whole point in life to believe to educate and inspire people to be better than they were 5 minutes ago when they met me.
Mm-hmm.
So, and Trevor's idea is to also inspire people to uplift and actually encourage folks to be better.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yeah. And to my thought process also is I want people to experience life as viewing everything as one. Don't view yourself separate from anything.
Deep.
Don't view yourself separate from nothing. You're one with everything.
But there you go. Like, cause I remember I talked to Trevor one day. He said, "Man, I love the tree, man. I love it, and I love this. I love." You used to talk about how much stuff you love, how everything is connected.
Yeah, everything connected. When I walk on a trail or a park and I'm breathing that fresh air, it's something about it. That's where we belong.
But how'd you get to that point, Trevor? You from Sea Hills, your whole life.
Well,
in a house where everybody was negative.
Yeah. I don't know how I got to that point. To be honest, it just came to the way where I said, "Damn, don't nobody love me. I'm by myself. I love me though. I'm beautiful. I'm handsome."
Oh, you just said something though, Trill. How can you be in a room full of people and still feel by yourself? How can you be?
But I feel as if I'm one with her. I feel as if I'm one with everything: the trees, the grass, the world, the air, the food. But I'm here with other hearts beating, but I feel alone.
You know what's alarming? I read the other night.
What's good, family?
And then, of course, now you don't get it twisted. There is a systematic racism that's still out. Just let's understand that for certain.
Yeah.
Women are dying at an alarming rate at childbirth. Have you noticed? I didn't read that report. I heard D.L. Hughley mention it because he's going off about Q talking the Trump administration, whatever. But I said, let me research it a little bit though. But women are truly dying at an alarming rate at childbirth. Black women dying, period, normal. They say over 700 women a year in the U.S. die from childbirth. But a large percentage of that are African-American women.
And I wonder if the food consumption has something to do with it.
No, besides that, this is what they said on the report. They said the food consumption can be one, but they talking about it can be 65%, 70% of the time, it actually can be so 60% of the time it's preventable because of the fact that there's a negligence when it comes down to Black women being in the hospital. Like so where the doctor, like for example, they mentioned on the report, a woman went full term, had a stillborn baby after her doctor said everything was good. She kept telling her doctor, "That's not right. Something ain't right," because people know their body.
And they wasn't listening. Went
full term, had a stillborn baby. Because the woman wasn't listening. Serena Williams. So they broke it down to it don't matter how much money you make. And they also broke it down to don't matter if you are a well-known person. They said Serena Williams went in telling people that she having issues, like she might be having a pulmonary issue. The doctor and them said, "Nah, you good. You just maybe confusing it with just regular pain." No, they did so they kept trying to do certain scans that she said, "No, that's not it. You need to check. I might have a blood clot."
Yeah.
And they didn't do it, and all of a sudden they finally said, "Let me just run this test," and guess what? She had a blood clot.
And what causes blood clot?
I mean, she had it probably from just, I don't know. That's probably hereditary for her. I don't know. She said she had blood clot issues, so she knew. What I'm saying is that stuff happens no matter how much money you make, no matter how much education you make. They said, a large percentage of it are people that has education and money.
Yeah.
Because nobody's listening to them. And I can give a prime example that when my wife had our daughter. Now, we don't had our son already. The nurse trying to tell my wife, the nurse has no kids, doesn't look like her. So the nurse is white.
Yeah.
The nurse has no children, trying to tell my wife how to breastfeed the baby.
With no chitlin.
None. So she trying to, no, you're doing it wrong. She talking, and I had to pull to the side and say, hey, you're really talking disrespectful to my wife. And because she basically was just like telling her, no, like treating her differently. But then they said, well, someone else in the room that doesn't look like my wife, as a white lady, they would have been treated differently. And they had this large study about that. So it's still systematic racism still going on, but it's crazy to see that women, African-American women, are dying at a larger rate because of stuff that couldn't have been prevented because they're not listened to. It's crazy.
That's a wild situation. That's wild.
Now, I know that probably went fast, but I hope everybody get that, man. So be aware of what's going on around you. So Jimmy Jam said, because doctors don't take in account of our makeup, you can't put everything in the same box, which is true. You can't put everybody one thing. That's a problem. Yeah. You want to do this for black people, so we're going to talk to you to talk to all the black folk.
And then I think I'm putting race into this though, but
and we don't
I would want a black lady to give birth to my child, because I got an Aunt Sally that birthed kids at Fort Sanders for probably 50, 60 years. You know what I mean? And she birthed all the babies. She probably, I don't know if you was born in Fort Sanders, she probably birthed you. She know every kid, all the black folks in Knoxville. She birthed all their kids.
So she was like a doula or a midwife or something.
I don't know the correct term of what she was, but she was the one pulling them babies out.
Hey man, but I get what you're saying, because typically they do know what you're probably going through when it comes to the nationality
they're willing to listen.
And they're willing. That's what the report said.
Yeah.
Listen.
Yeah. If I'm hurting right here, if this ain't feeling right, she don't feel right there. She's gonna make sure that she's aware of that. You know what I mean? Besides somebody who don't got children, or they might not be of your cultural background, they might not understand what you're saying or going through.
So before we get to the just curious, and before we get ready to rally this thing, tie it all together, and we got to remember when, but we got to go back to the relationship thing, man. Does every person have a part to play when something go wrong with the relationship?
Yeah.
Now, does every part have a part to play in the situation if something was awry, something was to make it happen? You know, hey, somebody stepped out. Does everyone have a part to play in that, or is that just the point of saying that's your fault?
Everybody has a part to play in it, because it's a reason that person stepped out. A person ain't gonna step out if they happy you doing what the contract said was to be done. If you're married, and if you're happy, if the well-being is right, you're doing what you like, you're taking care of home. Home is first. You got to put the woman first. You know what I'm saying? And the woman got to put the man first, and she got to be consistent.
If she wouldn't, you gonna put the woman in the front seat first over your mama's? What you said too. So if
I'm married, that's
if you're married, she gonna get the front seat first. Yeah, your mama's sitting in the back.
Yeah, she be all right. She had the snacks and the air blowing and everything. She be cool.
But I mean, luxury living good. We need a female. We need somebody to call in with that. The number at the bottom, 615-745-9438. We need a female perspective, because that's what my wife, because females have a different perspective than males do.
That's right.
And apparently, and this is what I have realized, no matter if a couple break up or break apart, it's always going to be the guy's fault until something comes out to show it wasn't the dude's fault.
You know what? Let me tell you what's crazy. Like when every relationship, I ever been in, it was always my fault. I never left the girls. The girls left me.
Mm-hmm.
But the girl left me, right? And it was my fault at that moment.
Is
2
that
years.
true though? Did they say it's your fault?
It wasn't my fault. It wasn't never my fault. My opinion.
Okay, okay. Well, your opinion.
But they left, and then 2 years later, I miss you, baby. I didn't know you treated me that good till I got with somebody else.
Mm-hmm.
You used to cook for me, love on me good. You took care. I ain't have to do nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Now I'm with this dirty rotten scoundrel.
Uh-huh.
He ain't worth your socks.
Literally, and they got holes in it. They ain't worth none of them.
You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, women sometimes don't know what they want until it's gone, and they walked away. They be thinking that Jesus gonna fall out the sky for them. They have a high expectation.
Mm-hmm. I mean, so my thought is that. So I want to ask people: is it all when a relationship is split up? Is it always the guy's fault? That is a cultural thing. I mean, not a, is that a not a cultural thing? I'm sorry. Is that a double standard? You know, because every time someone splits up, they always say, "What did you do?" Meaning the guy, or "What did he do, girl?"
Yeah, because that's a double standard, man. That ain't right.
Well, what did he do, girl? What did he do? Did he do that? They don't ever say. They don't ever. Did he put your hands on you? Like if you call the police right now,
yeah,
and you in the house, and she beating you up,
they gonna think that I beat her up.
You going to jail first.
Mm-hmm. And to the situation unfold.
Yeah, you going to jail.
Mm-hmm.
Period.
Yeah.
Then it breaks down because if you were to, I mean, it's just always got to come down to a full-fledged explanation of why the when the female guy really be shown. Oh no, it's her fault. Dang, and that's why I think things come down to two parts of every story.
Yeah,
you wasn't given nothing, so he went to go find something.
Yeah, and that's how it is.
I know people that even you wasn't cooking nothing. He went to go find. It's all type of different things.
Yeah.
They play into it.
He was hungry, girl. You ain't made a meal in 6 months. He was horny, girl. You ain't give him no booty in 6 months. What you thought he was gonna do?
What he thought? He got tired of looking at Pinky.
Yeah.
He got tired of going on the hub.
Yeah, he done paid for Pornhub.
It's always two sides of every story, man. But so you had a relationship thing, that you had to ask a question about.
Yeah. Let me check for
it. We want to make sure that we getting ideas out there. We want to hear everybody's perspective on that. Married or not married. Oh, and by the way, happy anniversary to my boo Nop here. On Sunday, we'll be married for 12 years on Sunday.
Now that's big pimping right there. 12 years.
12 years. We'll be married. 12 years. Together 13 years, 10 months.
Now that's something to celebrate now.
Yeah, because now
don't spill the beans. Where y'all going? Spill the beans on the
podcast. Be at the house. See, when you get old enough, first of all, it's Corona going on. But when you marry long enough, man, I mean, we gonna still do, we go out dinners, do stuff like that, but it's not like it's like Christmas. Christmas every day for us, right? It's Christmas every day for you and your girl. Yeah. So we don't have to worry about waiting till the 25th of December to show Christmas. Okay, now you get something.
All right.
It's always love. So we appreciate that love and happy anniversary to my boo Nop.
Now what? Who cooking? You gonna put the lobster tails on the grill and the steak?
You do all that stuff. I cook at times.
Yeah, I'm the chef.
You do chef it up all the time. You chef it up all. But see, I believe that even if I pay for it, I cook.
You paid him, man.
Even if I pay for it, I cooked it. They say, well, what about when men lack emotions? Does that give a woman the right to cheat?
No, you never have a right to cheat.
It's communication relationship. You build each other up. That's true. Nothing ever gives a right to cheat, man. It's not. No.
I got something to say to that person, though.
Okay.
To me, communication doesn't mean much. You're supposed to communicate, but you got to comprehend what's being communicated.
Sometimes women got to tell what they want.
Yeah. You're going to say it, but you can communicate with a person. They absolutely heard nothing you said.
Yeah, that's true too now.
Yeah.
One end, not the other.
Okay, so my relationship topic is, do you think couples should ask each other what is the definition of cheating?
Oh, that's it. Because it's all relative to the person.
That's right.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
Jim
What
no one has a pass to cheat. Period.
Period. Yeah, that's right. That's right. That's right. And you got to comprehend what's being communicated. If you don't comprehend what's being communicated, then communication ain't nothing. That's why I just verbally just start blurting out anything because I need you to hear what I'm talking about now.
That's a good question, though, Trail. What do you think couples should communicate what is cheating, what's not cheating? Well, if they come into a relationship off the top talking about what's cheating, not cheating, that's the wrong person.
Yeah, that's right, because they already had it.
Yeah, you already do it. If I gotta hey, let me ask you something. What do you consider to be cheating?
Mm-hmm.
Why are you asking that?
Because you plan on sneaking already.
Yeah, you already out there getting it. Is fellatio cheating?
Mm-hmm.
Or getting a slapping bellies cheating?
Or talking on the phone, is that cheating?
Yeah, it's talking on the phone cheating. Emotional cheating. Like you asked before, what's worse, physically cheating or emotionally cheating?
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Mm-hmm. Can I go to dinner with another woman?
Oh, if you ask, oh man, and then what if it's work related? That's another thing. Do you consider that to be cheating because you went to meet somebody for lunch for work?
Yeah, I went to lunch with I don't even want to say no names.
Yeah, because you don't get in no trouble now. Don't do nothing stupid.
Yeah.
You get in trouble now. No, but that's the truth. Like, what is so the question is, should people be able to ask, say, communicate in a relationship, what's considered to be cheating? Mm-hmm. I don't believe you should even be discussing it.
Yeah,
unless something did come up, and then they say, okay, what did you do though?
Yeah, that's right.
Did you go full throttle diving?
Yeah.
Were you kissing?
Did you get dove into?
Yeah, did you get dove into?
Let's cut it, man.
Look, was somebody on the mic?
Yeah. Rapping.
Were they eating groceries?
Oh.
I mean, what is cheating? Was not that when? Yeah. That's crazy.
And that's why a conversation needs to be had. My opinion. If we've been together 2 years, a year or two, what is your definition of cheating, baby? Talk to me.
And my mom said if you don't involve each other, it's cheating. Well, that's true. I mean, But what if you bringing somebody in? Oh,
yeah.
Oh man.
You cheating. We both cheating on each other now.
But they doing it. Man, I can't. That's why I can't do the poly relationships and all those. Like I said before, I can't see nobody give my wife the eggplant.
Yeah,
cool with it.
Yeah.
No, not happening.
That's a fact. That's a fact, my brother.
Yeah, man. God. Okay, so now I'm just curious now, Trevor. I'm just curious.
Okay.
And my thought is this:
Mm-hmm.
Have you noticed in scary movies, the bad person never run? And the good people always run. I mean, in every scary movie or even the movie with a villain in it, they walk slow.
Mm-hmm.
They don't run.
Yeah.
They seem to find the good person hide somewhere.
Yeah.
The good person always falling.
Mm-hmm. And even if the bad person is not the villain, just the bad person still ain't running.
But they ain't running. They just walking.
Yeah.
And have you know? I noticed another day watching a movie like the bad person never runs.
Mm-hmm.
Thanos didn't get tired. He just walked.
Yeah.
The mob dudes don't run after nobody. They just walk into them and they just.
Why is that? Is that a fear thing?
It's definitely a fear thing, but they never huffing and puffing. They never tired. Jason didn't run
At all.
Did you
he
see?
Didn't even walk fast. No, Freddy Krueger didn't run either.
I mean, Freddy Krueger didn't run. Nobody ran. They just walked. And I just want to know, what's your thoughts on that?
My thoughts is that, like, the person who's good, why are they always running? Is good people scared?
That's the question. Is good people be scared? Not only that, the good people always be dying.
Is the good people, are we perceiving them to be good because are they just fearful individuals at the end of the day? And it make them seem as if they're good because they scared of everything. So they just genuinely nice.
He said they're just genuinely nice. They just scared her. They just scary like that.
Yeah.
I just always wanted to know why that happens. I don't. Every time they don't run. Okay. The next thing is this. Did you watch the town halls with the presidential town hall?
I was at work. I missed the town hall, but I caught a little bit of the playback. Talk to me, see if I you know what I mean.
So your boy. So let's start with Trump. Then Trump just be throwing out stuff. You know how people like Trump.
Why they like Trump?
Whatever the heck he won't say.
That's fact. I like that part about him.
And people like drama. And guess what? We always talking about them. And guess what? When you talking about somebody all the time, they always at the top of mind.
Yeah.
That mean they in your thought process.
Yeah.
And people gonna always. That's why he gonna stay relevant and in front of you because you're gonna talk about them, rather good or bad. But when does it get to a point to where you just not listening to made up stuff? Like this guy to be saying stuff just to be saying it and don't.
Yeah, he says a lot of lies. That's what I was talking about when I said him.
Like, dude, what? 85% of the people that got corona was wearing a mask. Who told you that?
Yeah.
85. Or did he get the statistic wrong when they talking about something else? Like when he had Fauci on this commercial, they took a clip from what Fauci was talking about something else and put it in his commercial. Trying to say like Trump was, he's just, basically just put in there where it fits.
Is Trump showing signs of, I don't want to say all time, yeah.
Well, if he did, it still don't matter.
Because he just blurting out anything.
He be doing it.
If it's true or if it's not, he just blurting out. He's saying something. He gonna say something.
The brother said he is a supreme specimen of.
yeah.
He's just, his body is the best ever to be able to handle this stuff. Dude, the brother got clout when you have the CDC change the way they look at coronavirus.
From 14 days
to 10 days. They say, hey, okay, by the way, y'all, if you're not showing symptoms, we're going to take it to 10 days to the 14.
And because, you know what's going to happen? Trump is still going to be popping. He's still going to be popular after he's not.
He's going to be probably more popular because he was president. He's going to be like, who all in this room can say he was a president of the United States before? Nobody. So I'm the man.
Yeah. His ego is through the ceiling. When I was listening to his yesterday when he was just all over the place talking, he was just saying I did this. This was the best since ever in history. Like the economy hasn't never been this good in history. Let the people speak for you. Quit talking about I. His main word is I. If you listen to a conversation, it's I.
So
that's the word he used the most.
Hype. He buying into his own hype. And that's why like LeBron is, first of all, my mama said the reason why the bad people don't run because they wait for the good people to get tired, then they catch them. But look, this is why LeBron, you don't have to live into your own hype.
Yeah.
The reason why you want everyone else to say you the greatest. You don't have to ever say it ever. That's just like when you the man, you don't have to say you the man. You just let other people say you the man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You other people say that.
Yeah. Let people speak for you.
Let people speak for you. So moving on to when I watched the end of Biden's. Trevor, when is there a time, and anyone else is listening, when is too young, and when is it ever too young to make your own decisions? When is a person ever too young to make their own decisions? Prime example is this. So I don't know if you watched what he said, and I'm quite sure she probably was trending. The woman said, I am a mother of 2 daughters, and my youngest daughter is transgender. Now she said she's a mother of 2 daughters of 10 and 8 years old. So that means your youngest daughter, who probably is a boy, who considers himself to be a girl. I'm just speculating. I don't know for
when is it too young to make your own decision?
When is it too young for you to say, because we say we're supposed to, the good book says, the Bible says you should raise a child in the way they should go. Or even in general, you want to raise your children up in the best way possible, the way they should go. So that means your children, we got laws in place that you're not an adult till you're 18.
So the kid at 8 years old can say that God made a mistake.
Yeah, Dad. Or when you can say, hey, I don't feel like I'm a boy or a girl. I'm an opposite. But then, so I'm hitting with this now. Follow me on this. But then we tell a grown man or woman that they can and can't do something.
Mm-hmm.
So we can let an 8-year-old child say they believe they are either a boy or a girl.
Mm-hmm.
But then we tell a grown man or woman they can't marry a fish. They can't marry an 8-year-old child. It gets deep. They can't marry a cow.
Mm-hmm.
They can't have sex with a pig.
So a grown up.
Adult. Like we tell an adult what they can and can't do, but then we allow a child to make their own decision about their life.
I don't think children should be able to make their own decision. They can think that that's what they are, but you can't make this own decision when you can't pay for your draws, you can't feed yourself, and you don't got no money.
Right. So what I'm saying is, when is it too young? See, that's the difficult thing about being Democrat, because you got to make everything appealing to everyone, and you can't please everybody. We tell a child that they can make their own decision to do this, but then we tell a grown person they can't do what they want to do.
I can't pay for my child. If my child is a boy, I can't pay for him no perm, no manis and petties, and no thongs and no perfume. I just can't do it.
We tell, that's what I'm saying. So like when I'm raising my child right now, my children, my son now is getting more to the point to where he recognizes the differences of male and female.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? He's starting to see his stuff. He sees his stuff. He sees stuff like, what is that? Is that a boy or is that a girl? And sadly, we get to a point to where we can't even tell. You tell your child, you raise a child however you want to raise that child. I get that.
Mm-hmm.
But my child, I tell him, you are a boy, that's a girl. But then in the society say, well, you can't say that. See, that kid don't see themselves to be. That's what I'm saying. So when is it too young for a child to make their own decision? Why is it not a point to where you just tell a child, no, look, you are a boy, you got a PP.
I'm gonna tell them immediately.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna speak to him like I'm raising. I ain't gonna raise to be a pimp or nothing, but I'm gonna raise them to be a good
manicures and perms. So,
pimps
perms.
Well, I get my nails
so you'll get your son feet scraped. You just ain't gonna let him twist in to do it. What I'm saying is, we tell a child that they can make their decision, but we tell a grown person they can't. Is that not weird?
But also, I'm just speaking from a son's perspective because I want a son, but I'm speaking from a son's perspective. I'm gonna treat his mother like royalty, so he'll know what the relationship is. You know what I'm saying? The difference between man and woman. He ain't gonna see me treating a man like, you know what I mean? He gonna see the beauty in the relationship. So I think, and I will let him know early. I will let him know immediately my opinion.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I mean, that's the tough part. Mm-hmm. Like Jimmy Jam says, she tell them at birth, I have 4 sons and 2 daughters. They know they have sisters and brothers. That's true. I mean, I tell my children all the time, what I'm saying is that we see that's the difficult thing about being appeasing to everybody. That's why people like being, at least on the Republican part, they actually know male, female.
Yeah.
You know, family looks like this. That look like that. You go Democratic, they say, well, it has to be, you got to include all this, include that, which is all good. That's the social.
You know what? But I can't. I don't know if this is true or not. But some Republicans probably are on that side, like woman, man, and some.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, I don't know if it's just the parties that do that or whatever. It's just that it's becoming more acceptable in the world or whatever. Also,
it just said Troy, it's backwards. Let the world tell grown-ups they can't do this or that, but some allow children. Oh yes, you can do this. Yeah, it's true. I mean, that's what I'm saying. I mean, that's when it's too young. But then you can tell a person is grown, a child that don't know no better. They barely know to turn the light on and turn the light off.
Yeah.
It just get to the point to where they actually knowing I got to go boo boo or pee pee, and then you say, hey, I don't have a boo boo or I don't have a pee pee.
Yes, sir.
The natural, let's be honest now. Biology, science, the way you reproduce is how a male or female egg.
The juices go into cracked egg.
Yeah, you got to have a sperm and an egg. We can't negate that the fact that it has to happen. Now you can love what you want to love, but guess what? Even two same partners got to have those two ingredients to make a baby.
Can you be transgender and love God at the same time?
Yeah, you know what? I think you definitely can. I'm gonna tell you why. Because some unfortunate thing is that people, see, you can see, you can see some people sin, and sometimes you can't see people sin.
Mm-hmm.
Some folks that live with their sin out. Unfortunately, everybody got issues they deal with.
Yeah.
So yes, you can have issues that you got going on.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like a person I used to be judgmental in regards to you smoking and you supposed to love God.
Yeah.
You fat and you love God. Right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You know, because fat ain't always coming from gluttony, but the fact is, you can look at fat people and say, "Hey, man, you fat. How you supposed to be loving God? You big. You
Yes,
supposed
sir.
to."
Yes, sir. That's crazy.
So you can't. I can go judge a person that's smoking a cigarette that's got through preaching and they smoke a cigarette. I can just see they sin.
Yeah. Yeah.
You homosexual. You love God. I can't say you don't love God because you're homosexual.
But you telling the reason I asked the transgender question is because you telling God that He made a mistake by making you a boy when you really supposed to make me a girl.
No, but I think that's where the decision comes from. Remember, we talked about a cause and effect.
Mm-hmm.
Sometime, certain people turn certain things because say if you got a feminine tendencies when you're younger, right?
Mm-hmm.
And what the automatic thing people say? Oh, he gay.
He gay. Yeah. Yeah.
Or she gay.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, they just got a more feminine side to it. But then they grow up, then you start seeing they were raised up around a lot of women.
Because you want me to tell you something that a lot of people don't know and they don't want to agree to. Every human being on the planet has a feminine and a masculine side.
Look, every male got both sex in them. You know why? Because that's what the sperm at.
See what I'm saying?
It's the seed.
Yeah, man. We created by woman.
Together, right? The woman birthed that out. It's like a dream. That's why they call it Mother Earth. Mother Earth nurtures everything. Nurtures it. A woman nurtures the baby inside. You know, that's when the egg starts to develop it. It's like a dream. You got a dream. That woman actually helps you build that dream out. All the time when you get a guy that got a vision together, they got to have that woman around with them to help them build that dream out there even more.
Yeah, yeah.
They see the vision. And
that goes to another thing that I'll be talking about: oneness. Everybody has the feminine and the masculine side, and we're all it's a lot. We can go head over heels with this.
It's real. My wife had both a penis and a vagina inside her.
Yeah.
She had my son.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Same thing.
We won.
I had both of the sex in me too, because I had the child. When I put the seed there, she developed it, made it even more. So you had the seed and you got to have the egg.
That's right, my brother. That's right.
Man, that's some. I told you gonna be a heavy episode today.
Yeah, but guess what? It's a lot of information in this episode. We might have to take a week. Nah, I'm just messing. We ain't gonna do them like that. But I was gonna say we take a week off. We
just gotta keep showing love, man.
Yeah,
but hey,
yeah.
We gonna continue to keep growing. We appreciate every person showing love. We appreciate every person being a part of what we're doing because that we need you. You know what I'm saying? We got to keep showing love just like we're here for a purpose.
Yeah, that's a fact, my brother.
You know what I'm saying? And so before we go though, Trey, what's the remember when though?
The remember when. Okay. My remember when is this. Do you remember when sports was physical?
Yeah.
Now sports is getting a little
two-hand touch.
Huh? Can't even touch.
Two-hand, no, sports is two-hand touch.
Yeah.
You can't foul nobody no more.
Not in basketball. You can't knock nobody's head off in football no more.
Yeah.
What's going on? Like I know they're finding out about the concussions in football, and I understand that.
You ain't got to use your head though, Trill.
Huh?
If you tackle properly, you don't have to use your head to play football.
But it was more exciting when it was going head up, bow like
that. Yeah, of course, I get it. But when you hit somebody hard, you don't have to use your head. You can. The concussions can be prevented a little bit, when you're not going full head and diving into them.
And then and basketball, now you can't even touch the player. There's no touch. I remember back when Jordan was playing in the New York Knicks.
He get knocked out with the pitches and everything. Yeah, the Jordan rule.
Now what happened? Like, okay, that's my remember when the sports. It's different now.
What she said, remember when McSpadden was a place to be? What's McSpadden though?
McSpadden, that was the gas station. And that's a good remember when. McSpadden and Western Heights, when they had them chicken wings, them little greasy chicken wings, it was busting, boy.
But then you say that, but how many people was outside though? Never was 10 crispy ones outside. When 10 crispy ones outside, you go to the next stove, you know.
Yeah, it was all crispy at McFadden. But the wings were so good and crispy that I used to have to go. I remember it was cheap. They used to have a $1 burger, that big old flat little skinny burger. And I forgot how much the wings was, but prices were so low back then. It was just lovely. I used to go back.
I tell you what. What I don't look forward to. I'm glad I don't have to experience it no more. Mm-hmm. But do you remember when you was growing up in the projects, you had to, used to have to tell people to get off your car? Oh, people just be sitting on your car.
Yeah.
Hey man, get out of my car. Oh, this your car. Bump your car, man. I mean,
selling drugs off your car.
Yeah, just sitting on your car. Like, dude, why are you sitting on my car?
I used to do it to everybody's car too. I
bet you did, but that's one. I remember when people used to just sit on the car, and you had to go out there. You don't know if you got to end up arguing with somebody for sitting
on your car. You get a fresh paint job. They sitting on the back of your car with the
look, sit on the back with the jeans on, so that means it can scratch it, and then they got their feet on the bumper, like they at the house on the couch,
and they jumping off of it, running to the other car, trying to make $20.
Just jumping off to go get that $20. Man.
And then everybody in the hood back their car in, then nobody pull it in.
Yeah, back. So now they sitting on your hood of your car.
Yeah.
Scraping it.
Yeah.
They used to get that. I'm just glad I don't have to live and go through that. But I'm just saying this. I remember those days. You just walk out and say, "Hey, man, hey."
It wasn't one person either.
Yeah, they have a whole back. Your trunk or your hood just sitting on the ground because 4 or 5 people sitting on your car
smoking a blunt. Got their birds on the sidewalk right there with the flip phone, the big Nokia with the snake game on it.
Oh, but I tell you, but so that's just. I just thought about that. I said, man, I remember those days, and I'm just glad I don't have to go back to that.
Man,
that's deep though, man. But look, we appreciate y'all.
Yes, sir.
And we're gonna let the second single that's gonna come out that Trevor don't put out already, so it's not really get mad at me.
Be looking for that. Snake the Great featuring Queen Key, 1 in a Million.
Man, hey man, we appreciate y'all, man. We holler at y'all, dog. We're gonna let that play for a little bit. Holla.
Like you, baby.